ever gone to a pharmacy and suddenly felt nervous because you didn't know what to say in English?
Yes, that happens to me quite often, especially when I feel sick and need help.
That's completely normal, Mark. Many English learners feel exactly the same in that situation.
I think the problem is I know I'm not feeling well, but I don't know how to explain it clearly.
That's a very common problem, and the good news is you don't need difficult English to handle it.
Really? Because I always feel like I need perfect sentences to speak.
Not at all. You just need simple and clear sentences that people can understand.
That sounds much easier, so what should I say first?
Let's imagine a real situation. You walk into a pharmacy and the pharmacist looks at you.
Okay, I can imagine that. I already feel a little nervous.
Then the pharmacist asks you a very simple question. Hello, how can I help you?
Yes, this is the moment when I usually panic and don't know what to say.
Let's look at a common mistake that many learners make in this situation.
Hello, I am sick. I need medicine.
That sentence is not wrong, but it sounds unnatural and a bit unclear.
Yes, it feels very basic and it doesn't explain my problem very well.
Exactly. Instead, you can say something simple but more natural and helpful.
Okay, I'm listening.
You can say, Hi, I don't feel well. This is a very good starting sentence.
That sounds much better and more natural than what I said before.
Yes, and if you want to be clearer, you can add one more sentence.
You mean I should explain my problem a little more?
Exactly. For example, you can say, I don't feel well. I have a headache.
Oh, that's very simple. Let me try that again. Hi, I don't feel well. I have a headache.
Perfect. That sounds clear, natural, and confident.
I feel more comfortable already when I say it like that.
Good. Now let's think about another situation. What if you don't know exactly what your problem is?
Yes, that happens to me sometimes. I just feel bad, but I don't know why.
In that case, you can say, I'm not sure what's wrong, but I don't feel well.
I like that sentence. It feels honest and easy to say.
Yes, and it helps the pharmacist understand your situation without using difficult words.
So I don't need to explain everything perfectly at the beginning.
Exactly. A conversation is a process. You can explain step by step.
That makes me feel much less stressed.
That's good. And always remember this important idea.
What is it?
You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be understood.
That's a very helpful mindset. I think many learners need to hear that.
Now let's try the conversation one more time, but this time more naturally. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, I don't feel well. I have a headache.
Perfect. That sounds strong and natural.
Yes, I feel much more confident now than before.
Great. In the next part, we will learn how to describe your symptoms more clearly.
That sounds very useful. I'm ready to learn more.
Now that you know how to start the conversation, let's talk about the next step. The pharmacist will usually ask you about your symptoms.
Yes, I've heard that word before, but sometimes I'm not sure what it really means.
That's a great question. Symptoms are the things you feel when you are sick.
So it's like how my body feels?
Exactly. For example, if your head hurts, you can say, I have a headache.
That's simple. I think I can remember that.
Good. Let's look at a few common symptoms that you can use in real life.
Okay, I'm ready.
If your throat hurts, you can say, I have a sore throat.
Sore throat. That means it hurts when I swallow, right?
Yes, that's great. And if your body is hot, you can say, I have a fever.
That one is easy. I've heard it before.
Great. Another common one is, I have a cough.
Sometimes I'm not sure if I should say I cough or I have a cough.
Good question. In this case, we usually say, I have a cough.
Okay, that's clear now.
Let's try a short conversation again. Hello, how can I help you?
Hi, I don't feel well. I have a headache.
Do you have any other symptoms?
This is the part where I usually get confused.
That's okay. You can answer step by step. You don't need a long sentence.
So I can just say one thing at a time?
Exactly. For example, you can say, I feel tired or I feel dizzy.
What does dizzy mean?
Dizzy means you feel like the room is moving or you feel a little unstable.
Oh, I know that feeling. That's very useful.
Now try answering the question again. Do you have any other symptoms?
Yes, I feel tired and a little dizzy.
Perfect. That's a very natural answer.
But Anna, what if I don't understand the question?
That's very important. You should never guess. It's okay to ask again.
Sometimes I feel shy to ask people to repeat.
I understand, but in real life, it's completely normal. You can say, sorry, can you repeat that? Or, can you say that more slowly?
Those sentences sound polite and safe to use.
Yes, and they help you avoid misunderstanding. Let's practice that situation. Do you have any other symptoms?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
Do you have any other symptoms?
Oh, yes, I feel tired.
Very good. You handled that situation well.
I feel more confident now because I don't have to understand everything immediately.
Exactly. Speaking English is not about being perfect, it's about understanding and being understood.
I'm starting to believe that now.
Great. In the next part, we will learn how to ask about the medicine clearly and safely.
That sounds important. I don't want to take medicine the wrong way again.
Now let's move to a next step. You explained your symptoms and the pharmacist starts talking.
This is the part I'm most worried about. Sometimes they speak too fast and I can't understand.
That's very common, especially in real-life situations.
Yes, I hear the words, but I don't understand the meaning.
Let's imagine the situation again. I recommend this medicine for you. Take it twice a day after meals.
Honestly, I only understood medicine. The rest was too fast.
That's okay. The worst thing you can do is pretend you understand.
Yes, I've done that before, and then I used the medicine the wrong way.
Exactly. So instead of guessing, you should ask clearly.
But I don't know how to ask in a polite way.
No problem. Let's learn a few simple sentences. If you didn't hear clearly, you can say, sorry, I didn't catch that.
That sounds natural.
Or you can say, could you say that again, please?
I like that one. It sounds polite.
If the person is speaking too fast, you can say, could you speak a little more slowly?
Yes, I really need that sentence.
Let's try the situation again. Take this twice a day after meals.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. Could you say that again?
Take this twice a day after meals.
Okay, that's clear now.
Very good, Mark. You handled that situation well.
I feel more confident when I know what to say.
Good. Now let's look at another situation. Sometimes you understand the words but not the meaning.
Yes, that happens to me a lot.
For example, the pharmacist might say, take it before meals.
I know the words, but I might not understand before meals.
Exactly. So you can ask for clarification.
How do I do that?
You can say, what does that mean? Or, do you mean before I eat?
Oh, that's very helpful. It feels more like a real conversation.
Yes, and it shows that you are trying to understand. Let's practice that. Take this before meals.
Sorry, do you mean before I eat?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, I understand now.
Perfect. That's how you confirm information.
I like that. It makes me feel more in control of the conversation.
Good. Now let's look at another situation. Take one tablet every 6 hours.
This sounds difficult. I might not understand every 6 hours.
That's okay. You can ask again in a simple way. Try this. So I take it 4 times a day?
Oh, I see. I'm checking if I understand correctly.
Exactly. This is called confirming information.
Let me try. Take one tablet every 6 hours.
So I take it 4 times a day?
Yes, that's right.
Great. Thank you. Excellent, Mark. That's a very natural and smart way to communicate.
I feel much better now because I don't need to understand everything immediately.
Yes, and remember this important idea. You can always ask again. You can always check.
That really helps reduce the pressure.
Exactly. Speaking English is not about being perfect, it's about understanding and being understood.
I'm starting to believe that now.
Great. In the next part, we will learn how to ask about the medicine clearly and safely.
That sounds important. I don't want to take medicine the wrong way again.
Now, let's move to a very important part. You understand the pharmacist and they give you medicine.
Yes, but this is where I often feel confused again.
That's true. If you don't ask clearly, you might use the medicine the wrong way.
Yes, and that can be dangerous.
Let's imagine the situation again. I recommend this medicine for you. Take it twice a day after meals.
Okay, thank you.
Many learners stop here, but that's not enough.
Yes, I usually just say okay and leave.